It's your man Kil.
And I'm Dr. Roz.
We're back with another episode of Marriage Exposed. This fool sitting next to me just so eloquently told me that she never saw Purple Rain.
I haven't.
Yo, what is wrong with you?
I was a kid when it came out.
Who cares? I was a kid. Who wasn't a kid? It was 1984. We all was kids.
I just never had
You've never seen Purple
I don't
Rain.
think so.
Do you like Prince?
He's okay.
Did you just say Prince is okay?
Yeah, I mean he's okay.
He's okay.
I'm not like a diehard.
He's just alright.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a fan of Prince to understand that this man is a genius.
I mean, I think he's a genius. I appreciate his musical contributions, but
Did you listen to my Prince slow jam?
I did.
This
I think Prince is
alright.
great.
No, you just said he was
No,
alright.
he's okay.
Okay, he ain't okay. That's Prince. You never saw. I'm giving you the DVD, and you're gonna watch it tonight. Word is mine. I don't care what you and your moms and Frank are doing. You're watching Purple Rain tonight. That don't make no sense that you ain't ever seen Purple Rain. It don't make no sense.
Okay.
None whatsoever. Let's go to the next question.
I just got hazed by Kil.
Yo, she ain't never seen Purple Rain. I mean, have you ever heard Thriller? I mean, did you miss that album too?
No,
okay. I don't know who I'm rocking with.
Prince was, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Kil and Roz, I've been married for 8 years, which feels like forever, but not in a bad way. And it's a great feeling because I feel like we've accomplished so much in these 8 years, especially when so many couples don't come close to making it 8 years. Now, of course, there's a problem. LOL. I'm not going to keep saying LOL because she says this a lot. The problem is I feel like we get buried in life's everyday things to do. By the time we go to work, get the kids to school, pick them up from school, take my son to basketball or football, whatever sport he's playing, and my daughter to gymnastics, home, do homework, cook dinner, get the kids to bed, we are beat. And we're finding that we don't have time for each other. We try date nights, but if there's a game on that night, it throws it off. And then we plan to do things on the weekends, but then we want to try and spend time with the kids on the weekends because through work and all their activities, we don't feel like we spend enough time for them, with them. Let me explain that a little bit more. Taking them to their activities doesn't feel like we're spending time with them because they're playing and having fun with their friends and teammates. So on the weekends, we want to actually spend time with them. But again, before you know it, the weekend is over. Then it's church on Sunday, which is an all-day event. And then it's time to get everybody and everything ready for the week to come. And we're right back to square one with my husband and I having no time for each other. Help us, please.
I mean, they sound like absolutely great parents.
Yeah.
They sound like really good parents.
Right.
And they seem like a great couple as well. She's recognized, obviously. She's speaking for him and her.
Right.
But she's recognized that they need to spend time together, that it's important that they spend together, as well as giving quality time for their children. Now, you can do one or two things. This is a shameless plug, but it is. Mia Alexander, I don't know where you're located, but Mia Alexander has a concierge service where she cooks for families for the whole week.
Mia is our manager.
Yeah, she's our manager. She's one of our managers, but she has like this concierge service, and I know it has saved marriages because the mother she does the grocery shopping and then she cooks the meals for the week, so that eliminates a lot that mainly the wife would have to do. So I don't know if there's something in your area, because she didn't tell us where she's located, so I don't know where you live, but maybe
Mia got a website.
Yeah, she does. Madison and Cambridge, but she's just local right now to the DMV area. But do some research and see if there's something like that in your area, because that will eliminate a lot of your duties to where you can have that time with your husband. So now you don't have to spend an hour coming home to cook. You can spend that hour doing homework an hour earlier, get the kids in bed an hour earlier, and then have 2 hours with your husband as opposed to 1 hour with your husband. So it's ways that you can modify. It may cost you. You may just have to do a little bit more pre-planning, a little bit. But there are things that you can do. And I think you guys are in a great place because you seem like you're cohesive in what you want together, which is great.
Okay. That was the Rome, Georgia. We got money. answer. I'm gonna give you the we on a budget. You just ain't heard I got 2 kids in basketball and football and gymnastics, and I'm gonna give y'all the cheap answer. Number one, I mean, y'all are at where everybody else is at, whether they care to admit it or not. You know, if you got kids and that whole game, that's just part of the game. Number one, I think one of the things that you've got to do is kind of watch how much time or how many activities the kids are in. I think as parents, people get caught up in, oh, we got to put the kids in 50 million things. Naomi is in one thing a semester. You guys are
good about that.
I'm not running around every county in Maryland for soccer. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for soccer, swimming, baseball, basketball. You get one thing a semester. You know, let's rock with this. That's one day a week, you know, so it's not killing anybody and we're not running back and forth. And I think a lot of times parents, we do that because it's like that's what we're supposed to do. Our kids are supposed to be in activities. I'll be honest with you. I was never in nothing. And I think I turned out fine. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wasn't in no sports.
Not even with your mom being like a music teacher? You
nothing,
like, really?
Nothing,
wow.
Nothing. You know, I just ran the streets. I was just a kid. You know, back in my day growing up, you just played. All my friends who did play ball, they didn't play no organized ball at no camps. They played at Finley and Simons in the parks in the neighborhood of Philly where I grew up at. So, you know what I mean? So, I think that's the new 2000 version of you gotta keep your kids in something. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You know what I mean?
It's been around a little bit before then.
I mean, okay, y'all know what I'm saying. But you know, trying to limit those things because a lot of times as parents we think, oh, okay, we gotta make the kids happy. But to be honest, your kids are gonna be happy when the family is happy.
Yeah.
You know, when they see the parents happy. That's when y'all can just have fun and have a wee night and things like that. So maybe cut back on some of the activities. Also, the whole thing about, you know, on the weekends is that you may want to plan it where every weekend you can't spend time with your kids. You know what I mean? You may have to say, okay, the second and fourth weekend, we ain't doing, you know, it's not, that's daddy and mommy day. You know, like Naomi knows that me and T have our dates. And like when her moms was here, when my moms was here, you know, it's like, oh, you know, Naomi is in. She's like, oh, go have fun on your date. Have a good time. You know what I mean? So you just got to be able to put that time on the calendar and being able to say, okay, first and third weekends, that's family weekend. Second and fourth weekends, that's mommy and daddy weekend. And that's where...
It's the whole pre-plan.
Yeah, you know, that's where you got to be like, okay, well, they in all these activities. Prayerfully, you cool with some of those parents. Okay, y'all could come up with, y'all got a system. Like, well, I'll take your kids on the weekends, you going out and vice versa and flip it. And one of the things that me and T's council put us on to, because I feel you on that church, you go to a black church, you can be up in there 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
One weekend out the month, we don't go to church. Nah, it's okay. God's good with that. We good. We still going to heaven. Yeah, we take a weekend off from church so that we could just actually, God forbid, sleep in on a Sunday. Like, I mean, you know, it's like, yo, God said to rest, but then you be in church on the quiet on the altar board and you don't be working and you be hearing pastors like, oh, you need to take Sunday off. Negro, I'm here with you. You know what I mean? Like, you want me to take Sunday off from cutting the grass so I can be here, but neither here nor there. All I'm saying is that it's okay to take a Sunday off from church. You know what I mean? Huh. And that could be a family day. But the things that I've always told people is that there's not going to be a perfect answer. You're not going to have this perfect world where, you know, you're going to have time for everything and be able to put that amount of time because we got to work. And we got to work good so we keep our jobs. We got to be good parents so we keep our kids. And we got to be a good husband and wife so that we keep our spouses. But when you look at that scene, what's the thing that usually gets the least amount? The marriage.
The marriage, yeah.
And that's the thing. I've always told people you got to look at the marriage like it's a separate entity. Even before you have kids, you got to look at the marriage like it's me, it's you, and it's the marriage. And what's best for the marriage? What's best? How do we get more time for the marriage? And that's what you got to do, you know. And I think, you know, once you come up with that calendar and kind of start to plan those things out so that everybody is getting their time, you know. But what happens a lot of times with our kids, we give them 180% of our time and then don't have anything left for our spouse.
Yeah, you got to put the spouse first.
Yeah.
Absolutely got to put them first.
You know, there would be days when they would be like, yo, can we go to the park? And I'm like, nope, not today because I'm going to be tired after I run around with you. We'll go tomorrow because me and mommy got a date night. You know what I mean? So, and explain it to the kids. So then that the kids don't feel like, oh, I don't go to the park no more.
You don't want to take me to the park.
I got to leave football now. Like, explain to them the importance of you and your husband spending time together. So they could be your biggest cheerleader. Because Naomi really be like, y'all ain't going out on a date this weekend? Like, you know what I mean? Because we explained to her that, you know, we need this time. Naomi be in my face. I'm like, yo, get out of here, babe. Me and your moms need to talk. Like, yo. So she understands, and she, you know, your kids can become a cheerleader from it. So
be like, get out of here, B.
I do.
What does B mean?
I don't know. It's just a word. A letter. It's a letter.
I'm like, you got it on the head.
Oh, that's for Brooklyn.
Oh, where Brooklyn at? I like that. I like that song.
Prayerfully that answer your question. So you got the rich Rome, Georgia version to go buy a chef.
Not buy a chef, but like a concierge.
Right. Yeah.
No, but there are programs. I think there's I think one is like Dream a Dinner, and I think that's like that's nationwide. Dream something.
Cool. You got the rich. We got money because y'all may have money. Y'all may have money. You know, you got people arguing like nobody clean the house. They be like, I'm just gonna get a cleaner lady. So if you got money, there's your solution. If you don't, you got the rich version and the poor version. So prayerfully, whichever version you choose to use, it works for your means. So it's your man Kil.
And I'm Dr. Roz.
The chick who never saw Purple Rain. That's going to be your tagline from now on. Dr. Roz, the chick who never saw Purple Rain. Keep it locked.
Remember. I don't know.
Keep it locked. Marriage Exposed.
Bye, guys.